本頻道係私人部落格頻道，話題純屬天馬行空式聊天，網友請自行判斷。如果你喜歡我嘅影片嘅話，請訂閱、點讚同埋分享出去啊！多謝晒。完整嘅影片係會喺我 Buy Me a Coffee 嘅收費頻道上載，請大家踴躍成為會員。月費會員係可以參加直播，另外你亦都可以成為逐次打賞嘅支持者。咁我喺呢一度首先多謝大家先，咁我哋喺 Buy Me a Coffee 直播見啦。呢個幾好嚇，呢個佢講佢要離開英國嘅呢個原因，呢個幾好嚇。
Thank you, Frank.
Good morning, everyone. This video
我哋嚟聽聽佢要離開英國嘅原因。
is going to be about why I'm leaving the UK in 2024. It's going to be a bit of a negative video. I'm going to have a bit of a rant, so I'll try to temper that with coming out on a nice, sunny, fresh day here in London. I'm here in the shadow
Thank you,
Battersea Power Station, recently redeveloped.
Thank you, Vince.
It's a place that's had a lot of change recently, so I thought it'd be appropriate, with a lot of change going on in my life, to start the video here. So first things first, you see me all wrapped up. The climate, winter in this.
OK， 首先佢要離開英國嘅原因就係因為個天氣太凍。咁但係我諗佢係土生土長嘅英國人啦。咁但係我哋嚟睇睇佢對英國嘅天氣係點樣睇法。
Country just goes on for too long. I wouldn't mind so much if it was a proper winter where you get snow and stuff, but it's just grey, dark.
OK， 佢講嘅英國嘅天氣就係個冬天太長啦，即係佢話咧，如果話冬天又要落雨又話落雪嘅，咁都冇問題。咁但係咧，英國嘅天氣就係佢個天咧就係陰天嘅，嗰個冬天就係又灰又暗，就係好長嘅時間嘅。
Damp, miserable.
係啦，冇錯啦。咁如果話係長時間陰天嘅話咧，就會影響人嗰個情緒咧，就唔開心啊嚇，即係憂鬱啊，唔係開心，即係嗰個天氣會令到人係好憂鬱嘅。如果話日日都係咁灰暗天嘅話。
And it seems to last forever, from the end of October, pretty much until the end of March.
話由10月尾到3月尾，即係5個月嘅，即係灰灰暗暗嘅天氣，咁都係幾係嘢嚇，濕寒凍咁樣。
You go to work in the dark, you come home in the dark.
Yeah， 就係黑掹掹咁樣出門口去翻工，即係放工嘅時候又係黑掹掹咁，即係個日照嘅時間咧，你就喺個室內度工作啦，或者係室外嗰度做工作嘅話咧，咁都幾憂鬱啊咁嘅天氣嚇。
And then spring comes around and you think things are going to get better. And they do, you get some nice days in spring. And then summer comes around and you're like, hey! And then you're like, Last summer, 2023, was a crap summer, let's be honest. And I'm someone who likes 25, 30 degrees. I like 20 degrees at night. So for me, the climate is a big factor.
你中意嘅天氣就好似我哋而家呢度嘅天氣咁樣嚇。而家咧就係秋冬啦嚇，入冬啦咁樣咧，就天氣係最靚噶啦嚇，最好嘅。
The second one, cost of living. Everything is so damn expensive now.
係啦，已經係好多人都講啦，嗰個生活指數係非常之高，所有嘅物價都非常之貴嘅時候，就會影響個生活質素。而家咧就係呢一啲年輕人，就係呢一個年齡階層嘅男人，尤其是係男人，全部都係講呢一樣嘢嘅，就係個 cost of living，就係嗰個生活指數太高嘅時候，影響到佢哋嘅生活質素降低。
So I don't have the exact figures to hand for inflation, but all I know is it's too much. And then my quality of living has decreased significantly. Just been through 18 months of industrial action to get a pay increase which is way below the level of inflation. So where that hits hardest, personally for me, is the
加人工都追唔上嗰個 inflation 啊。
housing market. So I'm not on the housing ladder yet, and with the way interest rates are with mortgages now, it doesn't look like I ever will be. Rent is extortionate now.
而家即係呢啲西方 文明世界啊，都係出現同一個社會嘅問題，就係而家後生嘅，即係佢呢一個年齡，對我嚟講，我都係叫佢做後生仔啦，係咪？係冇辦法買到屋啊，因為嗰個利息太勁啊，佢哋已經係唔指望能夠買到屋噶啦。
Especially where I live on the south coast.
但係問題係，如果話係呢啲男人咁，佢哋買唔到屋嘅時候，佢哋點樣成家立室咧？點樣養妻活兒咧？問題係。
In Sussex. So what do I do? If I stay here, I'm consigned to a life of working my arse off to pay off somebody else's mortgage. One thing I won't miss is the crappy architecture. I mean, look at it. That's a joke, by the way. And it's not just housing. I used to like going out to restaurants, I used to like going to the pub, I used to like going to...
冇錯啦，如果話嗰啲生活指數高嘅時候，佢哋都講啊，尤其是呢啲男人啊嚇，咁你又或者係英國佬啦，係咪？即係佢嗰啲番鬼佬啦，佢哋放咗工都中意去嗰啲酒吧度飲翻一兩杯啊，或者睇下可唔可以，或者去溝下女啊咁樣啦。但係而家問題係就係，就算係出去飲翻杯咧，都係好貴嘅，都係即係冇好似以前上一代啊咁樣咧，即係我哋放工就去蒲咁樣。佢已經冇啦嘅時候，冇咗呢一種嘅社交活動嘅話咧，佢點樣去溝女同埋去物色佢將來嘅老婆咧？係咪？咁呢個就係一個問題。而家好多男人都係講呢一樣嘢。
Cinema, I used to like going to football matches, but you can't go to any of those now without feeling like you're getting ripped off. £6 for a pint of beer, £5 for a bucket of popcorn. 20 quid to watch a League Two football match, more like about 70 if you want to watch Premier League. I'm very lucky in that I work for the railway, so I don't have to worry about transport costs. A ticket from Brighton to London, first thing in the morning, is about 70 quid now. Bonkers. Even those little chocolate Freddos that used to be 10p up until 2005, are like 49p now. And as we're just across from the Houses of Parliament, I will touch on this subject because it is a factor, even though I don't like to talk about it on the channel because this is a form of escapism for me, really.
呢個國會大樓就真係正嘅，呢啲達旦式建築咧就真係歎為觀止。
So I'll keep it brief. Politicians.
係啦，政治啦，而家講政治，佢唔想講政治，但係政治係影響到我哋嘅生活嘅，你一定要講政治嘅。嗰啲蠢人先至話唔講政治嘅啫。
There you go, I told you I'll keep it brief. Okay, I'll talk a little bit more on politics, just this once. So what we have in this country is a two-party state, Conservative and Labour, sort of left-wing and right-wing, except at the moment they're both right-wing and they're both useless. I mean, number 10 Downing Street.
左右兩黨都係廢物，係啊，講得好。
Which is just over there somewhere. That's the home of the Prime Minister. Might as well have a revolving door on it.
唐寧街就係喺佢身後邊冇幾遠嘅地方。
So we've got a Prime Minister in charge now, who nobody voted for.
哦，咁佢而家咧呢個 PM 咧呢個Prime Minister 應該就係阿星哥嚟嘅。佢話冇人投佢票，冇人選佢做首相嘅，亦都冇人中意佢，梗係一個阿星哥。嗰個阿星哥唔係英國人嚟啊嘛，佢 culturally 啊文化上佢係印度佬嚟噶嘛。即係佢入去唐寧街住之前，仲要拜下門神咁樣噶嘛。咁呢啲即係如果有英國佬嚟講咧，呢啲就真係好礙眼嘅咁樣嘅，即係咁樣做法嚇。咁但係即係文化多元啊嘛，呢啲叫做多餘嘅文化多元，多餘的文化多元。
Nobody seemed to like. Before that, we had a completely incompetent Liz Truss.
之前嘅嗰個 Liz Truss 中文譯點樣啊？佢係 totally incompetent， 因為咧好快啊上任幾日就俾人整走咗，咁即係代表你有幾 incompetent， 幾無能啦。政治就係咁噶嘛，你唔得硬就人哋就會整走你噶啦，就係咁樣啊。呢個叫做 trust 叫咩啊？嗰個中文政治啊係一個鱷魚潭嚟嘅，你唔夠猛料嘅話咧，你就好快俾人整走，就好似呢個 Liz Truss 咁樣，最短命嘅英國首相。
Who was booted out after a month or so. And before that, we had Boris Johnson, who's also booted out for being a massive liar and a hypocrite.
阿肥波都係按照大佬嘅嗰份劇本做事啫，佢都係人上人集團嘅卒嚟㗎嘛。
And now what he seems to have is
你英國啊，真正嗰個背後嗰個大佬就係 City of London 啊。
So on the extreme left, you have people saying there's all these different genders and sexualities, and if you don't keep up with them, if you don't understand them, you're ignorant. And on the extreme right, you've got people saying they hope that the immigrants drown on their way over the English Channel. So the gender thing isn't something that really bothers me. I mean, live and let live, whatever makes you happy and all that. But when it starts to affect me in my daily life, then it becomes a problem. So for example, in my work, I make announcements. I say, hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you can't say ladies and gentlemen anymore.
係啦，而家呢個屋嘅文化就係咁啦，連 Good morning, ladies and gentlemen，女士們、先生們都唔可以講嘅。咁嘅時候，即係點樣講嘢咧？而家係咪？如果話你女士們、先生們都可以去得罪一小眾嘅人，心理唔正常嘅呢啲人，如果話嗰個天生出嚟係女人，佢唔認為佢自己係女人；嗰個天生出嚟係男人，又唔認為佢自己係男人，嗰啲咪心理唔正常咯。如果話即係如果我哋講ladies and gentlemen，我未必同你講嘅喎，你唔中意聽你咪行開咯，你咪揞住隻耳仔咯，就係咁樣。我哋同大眾講啊嘛，ladies and gentlemen都唔可以講嘅，咁真係好 F up 嘅真係。
Because it might offend somebody. Now, if you become offended by that, that's your problem. I mean, ladies and gentlemen is a respectful term. Calling somebody a lady, calling somebody a gentleman is respectful.
係啦，ladies 同埋 gentleman 都係尊敬，都係尊敬嘅稱呼嚟嘅。如果咁樣都唔講得嘅時候，真係你唔好講嘢啦，即係唔好打招呼，即係叫嗰啲人你哋唔好打招呼，唔好同人友善，唔使尊敬人咁解。
And it comes from a good place. If you've been offended by that, then tough shit. Then the right-wing thing, then, well, I don't need to talk about racism and stuff like that. I mean, anyone with a sensible head can see why that's wrong. Right, that's it, I promise. No more politics. Next thing.
即係同紐約差唔多啊！佢呢啲 graffiti 真係英國追得上紐約。
On the list is something that actually used to make the UK great. The next thing is the NHS, the National Health Service. So here in the UK, we have to pay.
係啦，佢哋個個都講啦，呢個 NHS 係嘛？你哋即係英國人係咪即係應該係嗰份糧咧有一個 cut 咧，就係佢 cut 出去就係俾呢個醫療保險係咪？咁咧，但係咧就當你頭暈身㷫嘅時候咧，你約睇醫生嘅時候咧，佢就排期唔知排到即係好耐㗎喎，冇醫生睇㗎喎。然後嗰啲醫療應該係俾咗啲咩啊？俾咗啲非法移民啊嘛，應該就係咁樣嘛。如果唔係，即係排期唔會排到去無限期咁耐係咪？應該就係嗰啲醫療咧，就係俾嗰啲非法移民嗰個優先權，然後咧即係本地咧供呢個 NHS 嘅嗰啲人咧就你排期啦咁樣，咁就係啊，對於本地人咧就係冇保障。呢個咧喺呢個西方所謂嘅民主文明國家，全部都係發生同一樣嘅問題。
Well, I'm extremely fortunate in that I'm a very healthy person. I've never needed an operation. I've barely even broke a bone in my life. So last summer, when I got extremely bad toothache, I rang up my NHS dentist. Could I get an appointment? And I had to ring up and get an emergency appointment.
偶然間牙痛去 book 個牙醫睇都 book 唔到，就算係急診啊都要排期啊。
With a private dentist, which costs £150.
如果唔係就係睇私家醫生啦，咁一樣啦嚇。私家醫生係150磅啦咁樣。我唔知道嗰個係150磅應該都係貴嘢嚟啊，係咪？
They put me on a course of antibiotics and I felt better, and they asked me, do you want an appointment to deal with the problem, which was I needed root canal surgery in one of my molars.
呢個 root canal 真係同樣嘅問題啊，真係 root canal 係好貴嘅，真係。
I asked how much it would be. £800. It's like a ring.
800磅，OK。 800磅嘅植牙根。
Up my NHS dentist, thanks. NHS dentist didn't even call me back. I spoke to the receptionist, they said they'd have a look into it for me, but they don't have anything available for months, and they were going to ring me back. This was all about 6 months ago. I haven't had a call back from them. I just went ahead and got it done privately at a cost of £800. Since then I've been told
嗰個 NHS 6個月都睇唔到牙，真係都係幾 F up 啊嚇！
by a friend that they went over to Poland and got a hygienist to clean up their teeth, got root canal surgery.
係啦，而家咧呢啲所謂嘅即係第一世界國家嘅人咧，佢如果要去搞呢個，即係要去即係睇病啊嗰啲咧，都要去到第2或者係第3世界國家睇。譬如話佢去波蘭睇啦咁樣，即係好多而家我哋美國人咧就去泰國啦，有啲去菲律賓啦，有啲去印度啦，嗰啲地方睇醫生。即係有平靚正啊！所以咧就而家嗰個情況就係咁，嗰個第一發展嗰個第一世界嘅國家全部咧就係瓦解緊、崩潰緊。呢個係全球計劃下將第一世界國家整個社會、政治、民生全部拱冧佢，就係呢個全球大計。42歲咁都已經係冇交際嘅生活，冇社交生活嘅，咁都，唉，咁都幾慘啊！點樣搵個老婆娶老婆咧？
Married with kids, all the sort of hiking adventures and stuff that I wanted to do, I've done them. I've done all the national trails in my area, the South Downs Way, the North Downs Way. Just a disclaimer, by the way, I don't think the UK is all bad. I mean, I'm glad to be British. I'm proud to be British. It's a great place to grow up, and there's going to be a lot of things I miss about the place as well. So I always used to consider the UK to be somewhere.
咁始終都係英國佬，咁始終你都係對呢個國家，應該係對呢個國家呢片土地，肯定係有感情嘅，但係都唔能夠阻止你離開你嘅親愛的國家。
Where you can earn a fair wage.
應該係親愛的土地。
It's a good place to live and work. It just doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So it feels like there's no more adventure here for me.
所以no more adventure here， 已經係佢哋見唔到個前路啊！所以咧就尤其是呢啲男人啊，都係男人啊，佢哋都係要離開英國。
There's nothing for me to get excited about. Do you know what does make me feel excited? Travelling. So I booked my flight March 11th and I'm flying to San Francisco. I'll be in California for a month or 2. Then after that, I'll be Latin America.
係啦，而家呢啲第一世界國家嘅人咧，都會即係嗰個計劃plan。如果要離開嘅話，都係 plan 去呢啲第2、第3世界國家。如果佢話佢去呢個拉丁美洲啊、南美洲嘅話，佢可以教英文。最起碼嘅就係你可以教英文，可以即係唔會餓死啊！真係。同埋嗰度生活指數係低啊嘛。
Heading down to Mexico, then making my way south, and the plan is to go all the way down to Argentina.
阿根廷好啊，阿根廷。咁咧，佢個目的地就係去阿根廷啦。
Reasons why I'm leaving the UK. Now, I don't want anyone to think that I'm having a pity party here, that I feel sorry for myself. I know that I'm fortunate and privileged to grow up in a first world country, to always know that I can get work, that I have all my faculties just about, and I've got 2 arms and 2 legs, and the freedom to do what I want. And freedom is the key word there. I really want to exercise.
即係學佢話齋啦，有手有腳咁樣嘅時候咧，仲可以走得喐嘅時候，咁就去外邊嘅世界闖蕩。
That freedom, and that for me means going away, having adventures, travelling. Latin America is somewhere that's always fascinated me. It's the reason I learned Spanish, and it's the reason that I have this daft YouTube name. Well, that's the end of the walk and the end of the video, just outside of
Leslie 你就係講得啱啦，即係好多香港人移民去英國，佢哋即係俾嗰啲黃絲 KOL 啊、黃型嘅 KOL 喺個即係英國嗰度歌功頌德，英國佬話點即係點樣好啊、點樣文明啊，去到英國就會有幸福快樂嘅生活啦，搞到嗰啲人咧即係。因為包括佢哋嘅政治需要，佢哋就可以去嗰度5+1啦咁樣，諸如此類。另外嗰啲咧就係即係揸BNO 咧就去嗰度嗰度住啦，咁為咗下一代。咁但係問題而家所有嘅呢啲第一世界國家都喺度沉淪緊啊嘛！呢個全球嘅大計就係將呢啲第一世界國家變成第三世界國嘛，將全世界嘅國家都變成第三世界國家嘛。所以我哋而家睇到嘅每一個第一世界嘅國家都喺度沉淪緊啊嘛。甚至而家英國人都頂唔順呢個英國嘅通貨膨脹。甚至英國人土生土長嘅英國人都頂唔順，都生存唔到喺英國。我哋翻唔到去80年，即係80年代、90年代，我哋翻唔到去嗰個時代。而家係英國嘅嗰啲 politician 咧，都係嗰一班 sell out 咗嘅人啊，都係一班俾人收買咗嗰啲卒仔嚟嘅。英國唔係一個烏托邦嚟嘅，唔係一個烏托邦。可能咧，你去到英國咧，你比喺香港仲加艱難，因為你唔識英文啊。係啦，咁啊，即係香港人去移民，係香港人好多人去移民，因為咧佢哋即係嗰陣時嗰個國安法成立咗之後，同埋嗰個係啦，咁樣去捉人，嗰啲去捉嗰啲黑衫人嘅時候咧，咁就好多人去英國移民。但係問題係，如果你唔係話基於你真係有呢一個危機嘅話咧，咁另外咧就係嗰班黃營嘅大佬咧，一日吹噓嗰啲英國嘅政制幾好啊，英國係一個民主社會啊咁。即係佢哋有一座即係我哋傳統嘅一個，即係嗰啲第一世界嘅國家，而家係民主文明嘅社會、開明嘅社會，而家唔係啊，都差唔多，世界各地都係差唔多，都係一樣嘅。即係你講嘅嘢唔危害到佢嘅管治權咧，佢就由得你講。你一講到危害到你嘅管治權啊，阿Trudeau啊刪你銀行戶口啊，即刻封你銀行戶口啊，係咪？佢唔啱聽，佢咪封你銀行戶口咯。嗰個天下烏鴉一樣嘅喺度，你要行入去嗰個龍潭虎穴嗰度去改變佢，去抽乾沼澤佢。但係問題係美國而家有個侵啦，加拿大有冇個加拿大侵？英國有冇個英國侵？法國有冇個法國侵？德國有冇個德國侵？荷蘭有個荷蘭侵，就係阿 Geert Wilders 即係。我唔知道佢可以頂得幾耐。呢個意大利嘅Giorgia Meloni 姐姐，呢個Meloni 姐姐咧就因為我唔識意大利文，我起唔到佢底啊。我都對佢係好懷疑，點解佢有咁嘅 quality，佢咁夠 pop，可以即係第一可以選到做佢個意大利總理啦。第二佢好硬淨，我身為一個女人可以咁硬淨。你知唔知意大利就係嗰個龍潭虎穴，就係耶穌令嘅龍潭虎穴，就係梵蒂岡嘅勢力範圍啊嘛。點解 Meloni 姐可以喺嗰度到今時今日都咁硬淨咧？點解唔係嗰個好似卓慧思咁樣 ？Thank you Fred 卓慧思咁樣咧，係冇兩下嘢俾人整走咗咧？因為點解佢有咁把炮咁夠撲咧？即係我都對佢好懷疑。好多藍絲都歐洲回流香港，冇錯啦，即係唔係咁黃絲都有回流香港係咪？即係唔係佢哋理想中咁樣，已經係趨往矣嚇。從前嘅嗰啲第一世界嘅民主文明嘅國家，呢啲都已成歷史過去啦嚇，而家已經唔係㗎啦嚇。